Yo, today you got along with the 16 poet. Basically sitting up here talking about somebody rambling. Mm. Excited, are we? What did I want to say? Oh wow! I was walking out the door the other day. It was time for my dog's walk and time for her to eat and stuff like that. So I said, yeah, I'll go ahead and take her outside. So it's gonna be a normal day. I just kind of have to chase her from trying to get away from me outside so she can be bad and jump on people and attack people and stuff like that. Not really mean, but she's really excitable. You know, she likes to be around people. She's not in here for that reason right now. She's in trouble. But anyways, well, I just went outside, and you know, when you're going outside, especially like my house is very quiet, so outside is the same deal, very quiet. I'm going outside, and I just see people standing outside my house, and I think that's something that I really just don't like. I'm just one of those kind of people. You're going to, you know, I know everybody stops and talks to a neighbor occasionally. Hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. But if you're gonna like congregate in front of my house or in the vicinity of my house, I think it's better that you go to your house, stand in front of your house. Because on the way to my house, there's like a narrow area where the stairwell is, and through like kind of like the parking area, and it's just like not a lot of room for people to just stand around and be talking. And so in this particular situation, it was just really out of place because, you know, I guess the last thing I expected was somebody to be standing there when I'm walking out the door. So as I ease through the crowd, you know, I'm just walking this way, and like off to this area in here, I saw light, and I felt warmth, and I saw more people. And so when I'm walking, you know, I don't look at things sometimes, but I guess when curiosity gets the best of me, it's like, what's going on up in here? This is like, my house is right here, and more people, and then already was standing there, and light and heat. So as I turn around, I see all these other people, and I saw fire. I said, okay, we got a problem, because that's my house, and I see fire. So when I'm looking like through the people, and I'm like, okay, that's a barbecue grill. And I don't think that's supposed to be on the stairs next to my house. Now, that wasn't it. It was like a fire, whatever. But I was like, why is that on the stairs? I mean, where do these people live? Where do they live at? Do they have a patio? I know there's like ordinances against you're supposed to have barbecue grills on patios, but I didn't know whether or not there was an ordinance of them having that on the stairwell. And I'm like, well, if anybody lives upstairs, you know, they're gonna have to say, excuse me, can you move your barbecue grill so that I can go to my house? I just had a problem with that. But because there was about 7 people, and I know my temper, I said, it's probably better for me to just have somebody else handle it. And I want there to be a record of me making this call. So, I went in the house, and I called the police. I didn't call the police, I called the security police. And it was really interesting because when I went in the house, I was waiting for something to happen. I was like looking out. I had 2 windows, and then I have, patio. And out of the far left window, which is the one they were standing next to, I could see like big flames going up like this, which I could only deduce they were pouring kerosene, lighter fluid, on the barbecue grill, on the stairs next to my apartment. So this was like a real interesting to me, like, what logical person would do this on the stairs, on the stairwell of an apartment complex? I just don't get that. But people will be people. I saw flashing lights outside, so I was like, okay, that's handled, that's cool. But if you are thinking about barbecuing for any reason, please don't barbecue on somebody's stairs. It's rude. don't barbecue on somebody's stairs next to their house, because they're gonna be concerned about that. So moving on, better things. I met an individual yesterday, and it was really strange because I don't like people like coming up talking to me, like unless there's like a real important reason for someone who I don't know to come speaking to me. And I guess, it's okay for, hey, how you doing? Keep it moving, keep pushing. But random people come up to me talking to me, I'm a little leery on that. So there was an individual that did do that, and I found out that their conversation was very interesting. They had some very enlightening things to say. And even the things that I said to them made me think about a lot of other things. And I think that's good, when you have interaction with people and it makes you think about stuff. And he basically saw me like in a different light. He's just instantly fascinated. And this happens like a lot to me. Not trying to toot my own horn or whatever, but a lot of people, say you're different. There's things that are different about you. And I think, honestly, I try to be different. And I think that, I value that in people. And I saw that they were different in the way that they perceived the world, and we had there was some likeness to the ways that we were in ways that most people don't have a likeness to me. So I really respected that. Not as far as it being a likeness to me, but the likeness against the rest of the majority of people, like, the trendsetters. But we really sat and talked. I think we talked for, I want to say 2 hours. I think that's a world record of me not knowing somebody and then just to randomly be talking in the middle of nowhere. I enjoyed myself. It was really great, and I actually had to cut it short because I had to go. I can't say that we had the same personality, but we thought the same way about certain things. We had like thinking, and it was a refreshing experience. And something that they said, and actually like I had been getting for like the last 3 or 4 days, was like, and I've been seeing and I've been saying myself, and that's the crazy thing, how it all came together. There's a lot of people, I think that everybody has leadership ability, whether they exercise it or not. And I know that in one of my recent videos, I kind of talked about how I was tired of being the person who always shook stuff up. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about that, but I just feel like, I'm the only one who really challenges things or really questions things sometimes. And that's not to say I'm the only one, but I feel like that's the way that I feel. But to just kind of see this individual and that they respected that, and a lot of other people that stepped forward and said, you have leadership ability and you don't really exercise it. They didn't say that, but that's the way I feel. Like, I don't always exercise it to the greatest of my ability. And I was really feeling just like, sometimes I feel like giving up, wanting and just doing my own thing. But it kind of made me realize again, like, that everybody has leadership ability, and if you don't exercise that, then you're a what? You're a follower. So what do you want to do? Do you want to, give up on it, or you want to be who you are born to be? And so it was really good to meet that person. I enjoyed meeting people of that caliber and the things we talked about. And that was my ramblings for today. Meeting, someone very deep, very spiritual, very cultural. Oh, and they were xthug. That was very interesting. Because you could just tell, like, tattoos on the fingers. It was like one of the least things that you would expect. But, oh, and then the near burning down of my apartment, which is really great. So that would conclude my ramblings for today. It's been Alone with the 16th Poet. And I just want to say I'm having a wonderful weekend. Had some people in from out of town. We went bowling. I really, really suck at bowling. We'll do pool tonight or something like that. But yeah, that'd be the extent of my ramblings. Along with the 16th Poet, 2 fingers, and I'm out.